relaxed Kendo with thinking about how the body and also Musashi and Gori no Sho and how they are related. How did the relaxed Kendo method become less popular and the popular method become common? Like what happened to Musashi's method of sword use? Why is it not more common?
Well, modern Kendo is certainly just like you said, but really expert people is worrying about that.
Mm-hmm.
So Kendo is not really Kendo. The popularly played, so it's those people try to use the different wording. Kendo sport. That's a Kendo sport. Or Kenjutsu sport.
Right.
And there is no Ken, and you know what Do means?
Right.
So the Do part is missing. Then Kendo is almost same as any other sport. And so there is no advantage of learning Kendo. But since there is a special usage of our body, and which old Kenjutsu expert found, and try to transmit the knowledge to us, but unfortunately, it's missed. First of all, very strong man usually don't have the knowledge of the how to write. So, like Musashi is very special, amazing. He can write, you know. In those days, most of the other people can't write, no education. But since Musashi was not a good young man, so the monk sent to the monk, you know, Buddhist monk. And so the monk taught him how to write and how to read.
I see.
As a training of the human training. That's how he can write. But lots of the Kenjutsu expert can't write. So that's why Kendo is the most of the lessons are by ear. Then what happens is if the lesson goes the next person, something is
I see.
transmitted differently and goes on, and then somehow lots of the things are lost. So that's what the Kendo study is. So try to investigate what was the real meaning is. I think there are similar things to the Kendo Federation. their board members are not necessarily knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
They know how it's transmitted to them, but that is the question. Do they know the truth?
Mm-hmm. I see.
What they are told may be false information.
Mm.
So
Do
we really need Kendo investors. Investors means investigation.
yes, I see.
See,
Do do you think the modern Kendo method is bad or just different?
uh, if we don't watch out, uh, it will lead us to the different place.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite likely, particularly in foreign countries like United States. So in that sense, European Kendo is a little better than the American Kendo.
Mm-hmm.
American Kendo is more like, who wins? So more like other sport.
I
But in Europe,
I
yeah,
I struggle with Kendo here because um very competitive, and I'm not a very competitive person. I
mm,
don't have interest in Shiai or
yeah,
competitions and
yeah,
going to Haikai, and um I have more interest in the history and kata and the investigation.
yeah, yeah. Well, so the Iaido is the same thing.
Mhm,
Um, in some sense, they have a better recording because the Iaido has a, certain kata.
right.
And among the Bujutsu,
Mhm,
martial art, Japanese martial art,
right.
I think Kyudo, yeah, archery,
Right.
has a better writing. And I like their writing.
Mhm,
It's more fundamental.
I see.
So we are all still writing, but uh, there are lots of the people concerned about it.
Mhm,
And after the World War II, it's almost entirely lost because we lost the support for the Kendo.
mhm,
So certain people to try to uh, continue the Kendo by making a show.
mhm.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
not the real
Uh,
purpose of the
mhm,
Kendo, but just to get some
mm,
continuation.
uh,
Some some people did, and that's also altered the what the Kendo, the image is, which
mhm,
is bad, but because of that, we still have Kendo.
Mm. I know we had a very interesting sensei visit from Japan, and he was talking about how there's a difference in like Bokuto Kata Kendo
Yeah,
and Shinai Kendo,
yeah.
but people treat them differently. Like Shinai Kendo is not Bokuto Kendo, but they are the same. They should be the same. Like,
Yeah, actually, some people say Bokuto and the Shinai Kendos are different,
mhm,
but there are some, yes, different part, but seems to me it turns out they say so because their understanding is not deep enough.
mhm,
If you think further, it's really the same, but appears different.
mhm,
So that's what we are investing. And you are still young, but you know, there's no other sport that like a older person,
mhm.
like over 80s, like me, can play, even with the young people.
Mhm.
So, and the reason European Kendo is good is they had a night shift. You know, night
Ne-
protecting
uh,
the,
right.
yeah, kings and queens. And
Mhm,
so they had a similar
mhm,
thing like Kendo.
mhm. So no
But
no nights in
yeah, no
America.
night. And unfortunately, there was no showman either.
Mhm.
So
Uh,
night shift completely disappeared. But
no no nights in US. We only have a cowboy.
yeah,
But
okay. So if you are interested, yeah, certainly I'm happy to uh, try to tell you wherever the I think real Kendo means.
mhm.
Okay, so then uh, would you like to have the next week also?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's next week is March, I think,
Hmm. Think so.
and March 10th, the time changes.
Oh, okay.
So around this time, it's still bright,
Hmm.
but dark in the morning.
I see.
And I don't know about the state of Washington, but looks like next Tuesday is called a Super Tuesday for the presidential primary election or something.
Hmm.
So I think California will have a vote too.
Right.
So next Tuesday, there's a lot of voting.
Hmm.
Okay, so have a nice week and
Thank you. You
see
too.
you.
All right.
どう
See you
も
next time.
ありがとうございました。
どうもありがとうございました。